What's up, everybody? All right, see, the only reason I'm starting this thing out with what's up, everybody, is two reasons. Two, not only, but two. One, because I always do. And two, somebody said they would drop a like as soon as they hear me say, what's up, everybody. So there you go. Give me my goddamn like. Oh, boy. But yes, what's up, everybody? I hope you are all having a good weekend. Got my gimmick water here. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Sunday football. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold up. Y'all know what that means. Hold up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see you now. Yeah. I'm gonna get your ass. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 Fucking gimmick spider. I see it. But yes, I am here to review tonight's WWE No Mercy pay-per-view. And I have mixed feelings about this pay-per-view. And I see a lot of people are pretty high on this pay-per-view. I'm not one of those people. So before I get started, let's get some things out of the way. If you are new here, I'm Wiser. Do wrestling reviews for now. I want to do more, but struggling to find the time to do it. But for now, we're doing wrestling reviews, pay-per-view reviews. Want to try to work in podcasts and whatnot, but eventually I'll get to it. I'm not going to lie to you and say that that's what I do. But eventually we'll get back to doing those things. You can follow me on the Twitters where I talk my wrestling. I'm a football fan. I talk football as well. Sometimes. Talk a lot of nonsense and bullshit on Twitter. Like lately, I've been watching like a lot of TV series lately. Like last night and this morning, I watched through season 1 and 2 of Ballers. Very good show. Highly recommend it. And I finished Power season 3 last night as well. That has nothing to do with No Mercy. Follow me on Twitter for all that bullshit. Link is in the description for all of the other nonsense that you want to see. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a like on the stream before we get started. Yeah, and if there's anything else I need to remind myself of, I will plug that along the way. Let's get started with this pay-per-view. I gotta say, I expected a lot more from this pay-per-view. I don't have the matches in front of me. I'm gonna try to wing this as best as I can, just off of pure memory. And let me get the first match out of the way, the triple threat title match. Let me get that out of the way. I set my alarm to wake me up at 7:50. It woke me up at 8 on the dot. All right, cool. I woke up 8 on the dot, and I was just in and out of sleep during this triple threat. Do we call it a main event? Is this the main event? I don't know. I don't know if this was the main event or not, but it was the opening match because they wanted to get it out of the way for the presidential debate. Now, let me say how I feel about this. I'm not opposed to doing this. I'm not opposed to them putting that world title on first every once in a blue moon, right? Because then it gives you a chance to structure out your matches and give some other matches more importance, which they failed to do. And before I started this review, before I started the stream live, what I did was I sat and I watched Talking Smack, or that's what they call it, Talking No Mercy now, but Talking Smack, right? And they had Daniel Bryan and Shane on there. Haven't seen Shane in a while. And they had Alexa Bliss, fuck Alexa Bliss, followed by Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler brought up something that all of us were saying in unison once we saw that the IC title match wasn't main eventing the show. He said, every once in a while, you're going to get an opportunity to put this caliber of a match in your main event. Now, I'm not putting the guys down because everybody did a good job. But when the stakes are a retirement versus title match, And it's your chance to elevate not only that stipulation, but the actual Intercontinental title match itself. Man, you got to put that in there. You got to give those guys a chance. And this is Ziggler, coming from Ziggler, not verbatim, but coming from Ziggler. Daniel Bryan is the guy that wanted to elevate the IC title. And they didn't pull a trigger on putting that match in the main event slot. Why the fuck wouldn't they do that? No. Why? And Ziggler wants the IC title to main event more shows. And I don't disagree. I fully agree with it. Because that's another drop in the water of how you can elevate something. You put it in that main event slot every now and then. And I mean, like, if we want to say, okay, so you have your main pay-per-views, right? And your world titles are always going to main event those. So you have your B shows. You have your B pay-per-views. Every now and then, you can shoehorn in the IC title match to main event. Or these B shows, you could have your world title not be defended. Put the world title guy in a tag team match so that you can have your IC title close out the show. I think it's a good idea to just put some more stank on that IC title. US title as well. Let's take a look at what Raw is doing real quick. For those of you who still thinks that Roman Reigns has been pushed down the card, it's silly you, because as of right now, he has a Hell in a Cell match and the world title doesn't, or the Universal title doesn't. But I digress. That's my point. They're doing things with the US title because of who has it, of course, and because they want to shut you up. But they are still making that title relevant and they're making it seem important because of how they're booking it and how they're placing it and what they're doing with it. So Ziggler and everybody else who watched tonight's show that said that the IC title should have main evented tonight, with the special situation that the world title started the show, you gotta main event that title. You have to. Especially if you have a match where Orton and Bray Wyatt, two losers. Why? All right. You have a guy that they haven't booked correctly in the past, 2-3 years? Versus a guy who, for lack of better terms, you can almost call him part-time. And not like a Brock Lesnar part-time, but like a mid-card part-time. This mid-card part-time. Yeah. This match on paper didn't feel like a main event quality match. It felt like a match that I would put on maybe to start the second hour. Maybe to start, this is not Raw, so you only got 2 hours to work with. I would put this at the end of that first hour. Because they're just not important to the overall picture right now. They have some type of weird gimmick storyline going on that didn't play out in their match whatsoever. Just a lot of decisions that were made on this card just didn't make sense. Let's look at the triple threat match itself. You have AJ Styles tapping out because he's in a double submission by Dean and by Cena. And he's tapping out, and I'm guessing, it was told to me, because when I saw AJ tapping out, I was in and out of sleep. I saw AJ tapping. So, and I heard the bell ring. So I said, okay, obviously they're probably just going to say AJ's eliminated, and Cena and Dean are going to keep going at it, since they want to keep the match going, right? And I wake up, and I see a finish where AJ comes in, hits Cena with a chair, and he wins, and he keeps his title. And I'm like, wait, what? How we get here? But apparently it was the ring bell guy, or the timekeeper that rung the bell, without the ref signaling for him to ring the bell. Just what the fuck? Like, what? Why was that necessary? Like, again, just a lot of things in this pay-per-view just makes me scratch my head and say, like, why? What was the point of that? What was the point of a Randy Orton and a Bray Wyatt main eventing? What was the point? And then you got Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack saying, well, I thought that was also a match that should main event. What? In whose world? Those guys, the way they've been booked has been absolute shit. What the fuck have they done to main event anything? They don't even deserve to main event SmackDown. They don't deserve to main event a SmackDown house show. Why would they deserve to main event a SmackDown pay-per-view? That, to me, doesn't make sense. And neither did this part in the match. Help me in the chat. Explain to me. What the fuck? What, how? All right, so we got 270 people in here. I'm going to drop a like on this thing so we get a couple more in here. Oh, we got 300. Hopefully they know that we are live. But I just need help understanding this pay-per-view so that you guys can tell me what it is that you enjoyed about it. Were the matches good? Well, let's talk about the matches a little bit. So, again, I was in and out of that first match, and I was trying on the network before we got started to watch that first match over, catch the bits and pieces that I did miss. But Talking Smack took over the network, so couldn't catch it. From what I saw, I did like the beginning because I caught maybe the first 7 minutes of it without falling asleep. And the thing, you guys know how I am with triple threats. I don't like when they have one guy out of the ring and then the other two in the ring, and then one guy goes out and the next guy comes back in. I like that they kept the three of them in the ring, all working their stuff. And each time I caught a glimpse of the show, all three were in the ring, or all three were doing something. Now, during the bits where I was dozing, I don't know. Maybe somebody was outside of the ring. I don't know. But from what I saw, I did enjoy the action. I just enjoyed what I did see. It's something I'm going to have to go back and watch. By the way, little side note, I recorded myself watching the Ziggler match. Yeah, so I have a reacts video that I can put out. I'm going to drop that probably late tonight. Expect to see that. My reaction to Miz losing the title. I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me when you see it. But yeah, I don't think it would be fair for me to criticize that triple threat match because I didn't see it in its entirety. AJ won, so the right guy won. I just don't know how the fuck we got there. Like, how? How we get there? The next match. Was it the Usos? No, it was the women, wasn't it? Well, fuck it. We're going to pretend that it was the women. Nikki Bella and Carmella. All right. So on Twitter, I said when the match started, Carmella should have immediately took a powder, right? And by that, I mean she should have immediately rolled out of the ring like Kevin Owens used to do in NXT. Because she has the heat on her. As much as she's been humiliating Nikki Bella, and Nikki just wants to get her hands on her, before they even rung the bell, Nikki should have been on fire trying to get to Carmella. Or maybe like when she gets in the ring, just starts fucking chasing her around, the ref got to break it up. And then the ref finally gets it under control. And then they ring the bell. And then Carmella just immediately just takes a power, just gets out of the ring. Just gets out. Just to fuck with her. You know, just to keep fucking with her. I think that would have been the better way to start the match than to start it out with the collar tie-up gimmick. No. Just fucking no. No. That's not how you start off a match like this. Carmella took most of the offense on this match. I wasn't really invested in it. The crowd wasn't really invested in it. Another thing that I got to talk about is commentary. Tonight, for the first time in a long time, I actually focused and listened to commentary. And oh my God, I wish I did. This right here felt like three guys that were just completely out of place. Just not on the same page. You have Mauro Ronaldo or Mauro Ronaldo. You got Ronaldo, who is doing the play-by-play and being the excitement. But then you follow him with David Otunga, who sounds like he's in a 2K video game. And then you have JBL that just chimes in with fucking history and fucking, not history, but more so background of the character and where they went to school and shit. I don't give a fuck where they went to school. I don't give a fuck what they do in their off time. Tell me what the fuck is happening in the match. Tell me why I should care about the match. This bitch going to fucking Dartmouth doesn't make me give a fuck about the match. Why are they telling me that? Why? Hold up, give me a second. You're not you until you eat a Snickers. Okay. Why the fuck are they telling me shit I don't... Let me take another sip. That is such a bad commentary team. That is a terrible, terrible combination. You got those two talking about what the fuck ever. Then you have a guy that's making an attempt to try to put over the match. He sounds out of place because nobody's backing him up. He's going in, giving you emotion, giving you raw feel about how he feels about what's going on in the match. And he's trying to tell you, he's not trying to draw a story for you. He's not trying to tell a story, but he's trying to give you the play-by-play. And there's nobody backing this guy up. Nobody co-signing. Nobody correcting him or anything. It's just weird. So fucking weird. I honestly felt like I could have taken the commentary out of their matches. Just take the commentary and place it on a WWE 2K game. And that's what it would... They felt completely robotic. Completely robotic. I have to go back to not paying attention to commentary. Good Lord, that was terrible. Holy shit, that was bad commentary. If I wasn't watching the matches, which a bit of the times I wasn't, and I had to rely on commentary to tell me what the fuck is going on, I would just be like, all right, there's a bitch that goes to Dartmouth. All right. Oh, this person, he went to Kent State. Okay. Miz did movies. Okay. Bray Wyatt is weird. Okay. John Cena is looking for his 16th championship. AJ Styles is the face. Like, tell me about fucking wrestling. Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be reviewing the show. I'd never want to hear commentary again. I never. This is why I don't listen to commentary. This is why oh my God, that was bad. I might be triggered. I'm sorry. Let me get some more water. You're not you when you don't eat your Snickers. Oh man, put Harambe on commentary. Nikki's titties fell out. I missed it. Damn it. This match, mediocre to not good. Again, Carmella not carried. I don't want to say she carried, but she controlled the offense in this match. She locked in her finisher twice, which is, her finisher is stupid too. Like, fuck her finish. And Nikki hits her with the Rack Attack 2.0 and Wappa do. I mean, she did nothing in this match. But then she just, out of the blue, hits her finisher and wins. Fuck John Cena. Alright, next we get to them thugs. Oh, God. Now we gotta talk about the tag team match. Okay. Again, you guys like this pay-per-view. I'm gonna convince you on why you shouldn't like this pay-per-view. So we got the tag team match with Heath and Rhyno, and them thugs, right? I want to like the Usos. I really want to fucking like the Usos. They keep fucking losing. They just keep they're losers. When they made their heel turn, they lost, which is why they made their heel turn. Then they win to qualify for the tag team match, and then they lose. You get them on SmackDown, they win these 8-man tag matches. All right, cool. But then you go up against Jason Jordan and American Alpha, and you lose. And then you get on a pay-per-view, and then you lose. Why are they losing so much? These guys just freshly turned heel. They have a look and a feel that fits them. They're revitalizing their careers with this. And they're losing. Why? Like, where's the mileage that you could get out of Rhyno and Heath Slater? He got kids. Well, as you heard the other Usos say in the ring, I got kids too. Fuck, I got kids too. I want that shirt. I want that I got kids shirt. I'm gonna get that fucking I got kids shirt. I'm definitely I might get, like, if they got them in different colors, I'm getting them and I'm wearing them shits. I got kids? Shit, I'm getting them shirts. The wrong guys won this match. But let's talk about this match, since, again, I think it was stupid that Heath Slater and Rhyno won. The booking of this match, I didn't agree with. And I notice it now, especially after tonight. I notice it now looking back on the Usos matches. Their gimmick is that they like to take out a guy's leg. All right? Now, they did that when they first lost to Slater and Rhyno for the titles. They did it back then. They worked the leg. But I noticed in this match, they didn't target a leg at all until they wanted to go for their finish. Why? Why are we not working that leg, putting heat on that leg to tell the story of the leg being a crutch, or the leg being a weakness, or the leg being an obstacle that the babyface tag team have to get over to beat the Usos? That's a part of their thing. Why are we not working that in? Why is Heath Slater getting hot tags? What the fuck world do I live in where people like this? I like wrestling that makes sense. If the Usos' gimmick is to work a body part, to work a leg, and then put their finisher on, work the leg and put your finisher on. If your gimmick is to take out a leg so that you can work your finish, put some heat on that leg throughout the match. Like, it's... What did y'all like about this again? What? Was it a good match? Sure. From the faces, I guess. But Again, I want to like the Usos. I just need stuff to make sense. And this match didn't make sense to me. Was it a fun match? Sure, it was okay. But it was just a match that told no story. That gave you no investment. It gave me no investment. What did I care about in this match? The faces didn't have anything to overcome. If the faces don't have anything to overcome, you might as well make them dominant. And they weren't. The Usos controlled the match. But didn't work. Why would he tap to your finisher, to your submission, if you didn't soften up his leg? What's the next match? I don't fucking know the next match. Let me move on. Let me digress. I need to digress. Must digress. American Alpha and the Hype Bros won on the kickoff show. They moved Baron Corbin and Jack Swagger to the main card, and that match was... I expected better. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just an okay match. Nothing really to say here about it. Corbin won with a thumb to the eye in the end of days. I still think that he should change his finisher to that deep six. That deep six looks like more of a finisher than the whatever the fuck that was. Moving along, you know what? We're going to save Wolf Ziggler last, because if they don't want to give him the privilege of being the main event, I'll give him the privilege of being the main event. By the way, what did y'all like about this pay-per-view? I just want to make sure I'm not bugging. I'm trying to get to the part that people liked, and I'm failing to see it. So, let's go to Naomi and Alexa Bliss. All right. This match to me was fine. This match right here gave me more than the other matches that I saw. You have a girl in Alexa Bliss that took advantage of Naomi when she's on the outside of the ring. She twists and slams her arm on the rope, softening up the arm. Then she stayed on that arm the whole match. Now, in the beginning, you had Naomi taking control. Once she caught a piece of that arm, Alexa Bliss took control of the match. Okay. All right. We're good on that. But the finish. If you're going to put that much heat on the arm, if you're going to soften up the arm that much, why do we get no comeback? Why is she not overcoming the arm thing? She softened up that arm, and the only chance we got to see her selling the arm is after she won and she's going up the ramp. Then she gets to sell the arm. But because she was taking so much of a loss and she just won with the Kelly, we didn't get a chance to see her overcome anything or even sell the arm. So on that, I just wish that we would have got a little bit more. But to me, the match was okay. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It made sense. Just wish we would have got a different finish. Alexa Bliss loses, even though she gets a title match November 8th, I believe, is their next pay-per-view. Naomi, does she get into the title picture with this win? What was the reasoning given Naomi this win? Also, when the fuck is Eva Marie coming back? The world may never know these things. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Again, I am still trying to get to the part where you guys thought that this was like an 8 and a 9 out of 10 pay-per-view. I'm just not seeing it. I need help. Where do y'all see this? Hey, Wiser, how would you feel about Alexa being the sister Abigail for Bray Wyatt? So in my prediction video, which you probably haven't watched, I think that Alexa Bliss should be paired off with Dean Ambrose. Yeah, as Dean Ambrose's valet, and have Dean Ambrose turn heel. That's something that I could see. All right, so Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. I just didn't care. Was the match good? Again, mediocre match. They have to give me a reason to get invested in Bray Wyatt. They really, really have to give me a reason to get invested in Bray Wyatt. And Randy Orton, for that matter. And I think that they're doing a bad job at both. They're not doing a good job at getting me invested in those guys. And it just made me not care for the match. When the lights go out, Luke Harper's coming. Even though, he hasn't been on the show. He wasn't drafted to SmackDown. Which Daniel Bryan later on Talking Smack says that he is drafted to SmackDown. Or signed to SmackDown. Which is cool, but you saw it coming. Everybody knew he was coming. And then he just gets in the ring and he sticks his tongue out. He's Brock Lesnar now. He just sticks his tongue out at people. Randy Orton takes his sister Abigail. Where did y'all think that this was a good pay-per-view? Great. 8, 9 out of 10. Where? Not seeing it. I gave this thing a 4. Now let's circle back to Ziggler. Let's circle back to Wolf Ziggler. Let me take a swig. There was a Donald Trump ad. Hold up, YouTube running ads? Shit, I ain't even run an ad. Let me run an ad. There you go, take an ad. So, let's talk about Wolf Ziggler and The Miz. Okay. I don't even know why I got my headphones on. I don't need them. So, Wolf Ziggler and The Miz. To me, from what I saw, match of the night. This was a good... Was this match as good as their match from the previous... What was it? Backlash? I don't think it was as good of a match as Backlash match. I think that the Backlash match was technically better, whereas this one was more dramatic because of the stakes. What the fuck is under this thing? Nah, Clorox bleach gimmick. But this one was a lot more dramatic. You saw the Spirit Squad come out. You have the referee eject Maryse and the gimmick Spirit Squad. Before that, what I wanted to see, or what I thought we would get, would be a lot of false finishes. Because if you have the story of Ziggler putting his career on the line, you need your false finishes so that you could think, oh my God, this guy's really about to lose. Oh my God, he didn't lose. You know, it just gives you that exhale. Now, I predicted that Ziggler would win this match, and all of those things that they were throwing up were just complete red herrings. That was just bullshit to throw people off. Was this match really that good? See, I like when Miz plays dirty, right? Has a bit more control. The thing that probably threw me off about this match a bit, maybe the ring was a little bit too mic'd up, but I swear I heard almost every single spot being called in this match. I heard every sequence being called in this match. It was loud. Really, really loud. And it was kind of distracting for me. I think that they worked well. I think that down the stretch, the false finishes down the stretch, once we finally got to them, were pretty good. I just think that the match they had before this on Backlash was a better wrestling match, whereas this one was a more drama-filled match. Now, I was invested in it because of the story that was being told. I was invested in it because of the stipulation. You know what? I think commentary ruined this entire pay-per-view for me. I think it was the commentary. I honestly think it was the commentary that ruined this. Because commentary was so bad. It told me nothing. It didn't get me invested in this match. It didn't tell a story of what was going on in the match. How many times do they need to say that Ziggler's career is on the line? We know that already. We heard you the first 100 times, JBL. What did y'all like about this pay-per-view again? This match, my match of the night, it was a good match. But I'm just looking at this pay-per-view as a whole, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what it is. I'm going to look at the chat. I don't know. Let me see. You didn't mute the match. It helps you focus better. Yeah, I typically do that, but not this time. I wanted to actually hear it. So the finish of the match was pretty much a super kick. Yeah, super kick. The guy kicked out a 2 skull crushing finale. Well, he didn't kick out. One, he put his foot on the rope. The other one he kicked out as a skull crushing finale. I like the fire and the not willing to die Dolph Ziggler, because there was a lot of times where he should have lost this match and he didn't. Right now, I feel like I'm pulling fucking strings here, trying to tell you guys something good about this pay-per-view, and I'm just not seeing it. I need to go back and watch the what is it? The triple threat match. I need to go back and watch that. Maybe I'll do a review on that match on its own. But this pay-per-view as a whole, Nah. Nah, dog. Nah, this wasn't good. This wasn't good. I'm going to go on ahead, get up out of here. I'm going to edit down that Miz losing the title reaction video that I got. I'm going to watch that triple threat match. And if it's as good as everybody's saying it is, then I'll review it and I'll put up a review of it on its own. And if any of you guys play Destiny and you got PlayStation 4 and you want to run some Iron Banner, I'll see you guys on there. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I'm going to go bye-bye now. This pay-per-view, this was ass. I still don't know what y'all saw in it.